Welcome to the Layman Seminary. Ryan is with us, and we're going to continue our studies in Hebrew. It's been a little bit, but we're going to get back into it. He just did exercises on Greek, and he did very well with that. So let me just share my screen. And we just prayed in the last video, so we're good. Let's see here. Okay. Can you see that, Ryan?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Read it in Hebrew and then translate it.
All unpointed.
Yep.
Kavaram. Oh, like Kavaram. So, like Abraham.
Yeah. Yep. Like Abraham. All right. Good. I'll just write it like Abraham. Okay. Good. All right. Next one.
And then this is hold on. Navim. And this is like like prophet. Like a prophet.
Like a prophet, yes. The far as your pronunciation, this is a Shawa, so I mean, don't hit it so hard. It's just kenavi, or
Okay.
something like that. Yeah. So like a prophet. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
All right. Next one.
Mayaved. And this means what's it called? From a slave.
From a slave or servant. You seem to be partial towards the term slave in your translations.
I was taught in Greek, like, no, it's not a servant. They didn't have servants, they had slaves. Get it right.
Well, we could talk about that later on, but
yeah.
It you have to understand how it's used in the Old Testament context. But okay, so all right,
Yeah,
next
that was
one.
Netana. Yeah, Nitana.
What is that?
So the new, I believe, makes it. No, not new. I'm sorry. Can't remember the Hebrew name for that. Oh no, this is all just one word. I believe this is gift.
Okay, is it? But it's just by itself as gift.
I think so. Yeah, I don't think the new. What is it called again? Not new.
Okay, yeah, but it isn't just gift by itself. I was trying to
Oh,
see. You're gonna have to translate this like you're translating Hebrew, so it's not just gift. You got to look at the ending. That's a feminine ending.
oh. So it
Okay,
verbifies it into she gave. Right. Gotcha.
he gave. Yeah, and as far as the verb stuff, did you understand the discussion of the verb in this section?
Yeah.
Where is that at? Where he okay, past tense verbs.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
All right.
Go.
So you understand the endings then.
Yeah. Yeah. What's it called? I think I understand the suffixes. No, prefixes. The suffixes are still a little off for me. Like, okay, so if it ends with R, ka. Okay. So no ending designates masculine, where the ha ending, hey ending designates feminine. Gotcha. Okay. So he did something, and if it has a hey, it's she did something.
Right. And okay. So Natan is your word, right? And
Yeah.
when you learn the vocabulary, the lexical form is going to be the Cal Perfect 3MS.
Okay.
So Natan is your Cal Perfect 3MS. But when we have a pronominal suffix, or I'm sorry, a feminine ending, yeah, I guess it's pronominal suffix, feminine ending, which makes it she gave. All right.
Okay.
Next.
This is ka.
Nope. Look close.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Ba.
So what is this?
So that is in, or no, no, this is a different word. This is the verb, not bite. I'm confused.
Right.
That's right. This is a, let me think. This one I had down pat for the whole week too.
What's the ending tell you? What's
She.
She what?
I think ba is like went.
Yeah, or came.
Came, yeah.
Let's see how I took it.
Yeah, came.
Yeah, she came. All right.
Hebrew's a little more subtle with the way its words are shaped. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that.
Okay. Next.
Natan. I think this is also he gave.
Yes. Because it's the lexical form of the word, your vocabulary form, in other words.
Yeah.
Good. Right.
And then this is just he came.
Right. The word is bow.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Natan Eved. So he gave a slave. He gave a slave.
Okay. He gave a slave. All right.
Okay. So this is Amar Eitz Ha, and then this is Davar. So he said the word.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. And then this is La Kohen. So I think La is to the priest.
How do you know there's a the there?
There isn't to a priest.
And there is a the there because look, it's law. It's not le. It's law. So that means that there's if I remember right, let me check. And it's like or two. No, it's two. You're right. To or for the priest. But yeah, the patak right there is letting you know that there's a also you see the dogish right there?
Yeah.
I think that's an indicator as well. So
okay.
To the priest or for the priest.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then this is La Avram. So this is to Abraham.
Yep.
To Abram.
Abram, yeah. Good.
This is Ma Avaram. So from Abraham.
Mm-hmm. All right. 13.
Amar, he said.
Okay.
And then Halak, he walked. He went.
Yeah. Walked or went. Okay.
Amara. What's it called? I think this is.
And this is Amra. I don't think it's Amera. It's Amra.
Yeah. Amra. Right. Amra. Okay. So I think this is the base of this is Avar, right?
Yes.
Avar.
Yes.
So it would be from the word, from words.
No.
From a word.
Think of it like this. Your word is Amar, right?
Yeah.
Amar is a verb.
Oh.
And this is a feminine ending.
She spoke.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
And then halaka, she walked.
Mm-hmm. Or she went.
Natana. Oh, hold on. Let me get it back in focus. Natana eats ha edet eved. So she gave the slave.
Is it she gave the slave or
Yes,
to
it
the
is the
slave?
slave. I don't see any to here, so I'm just gonna say the slave.
Okay, because the direct object and the indirect. All right. The slave. Still right.
Sorry. Yeah. 3 languages we confused today.
Yeah. Okay.
And then this is Natan etz sefer ha sefer. So he gave the book.
Okay.
I thought this was he because there's no ha.
You're right. I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Sorry, I went into autopilot a second ago. All right, go ahead.
Amar ha ofish. Ofish?
No. Amar Ha'ish.
Oh, right. Hamar. Yeah, that's right. Amar ha-ish lemor anoki hold on. Avram.
No, if it's a short vowel, the shwa is silent. So Avram.
Yeah, I made it too hard, hit it too hard. So what's it called? The word, no, not the word. A word, the man. Oh, this is okay. I see what I gotta do. So let's find. You said this is VSO?
Yeah. Well, that's what it is in Hebrew, but you got to turn it to SVO.
Yeah, I gotta find the verb first then. It's not Amar. It's not Ha'ish.
Yes, it is Amar. You've been translating Amar throughout as spoke or to speak.
Spoke. Okay, so that's right. I was confusing it with Davar. So the man spoke to
No, Lamor is the man spoke saying.
Oh, the man spoke saying, I am Abram.
Yes.
Okay. So that's just weird phrasing from our perspective.
Well, yeah. And because it seems redundant, but
yeah,
it happens a lot in the Bible. Okay, go ahead.
Ba'a, and then la, fane, yeah, fane, I believe, and then ha, molach, and then asher, and then ba, it's hard without the pointings. Air.
Ear, yeah.
Air. Oh, right, city.
So I would say this is either ba'a or bo'a. Okay.
But it is he came.
No, it's feminine.
Oh, she came. To Feni. I believe
This is Lifne.
Lifne. Two, I know.
Yeah, well, it means to the face, or here probably it would be translated as before.
Okay. Before. Ha Molech. Is that a name? Moloch?
No, it's Ha Melech.
Melech. Oh, king. She came before the king, who was, I guess, who is in the city.
Hmm.
Okay. And then the ba, and then Abaram, al ha bait, share asher, etzel ha ear. No, ayin. Sorry, ayin. So where are we? Number 3.
Uh-huh.
So Abram, no, Avaram. So yeah, Abraham came to the house this is weird. Etzel.
What is
Etzel's
Asher?
Share is who?
Yeah, but whenever we're talking, but it's a house, so it's a witch.
Which in this case. Etzel. That's a preposition.
It sells a preposition.
I believe so.
Okay. Honestly, I don't remember that word. I'm fixing to
Neither
look it.
do I.
I'm fixing to look it up, but go ahead and get this word here.
That's spring, the spring, or the eye, the well.
All right, so 8
That's what I was
cell.
going to tell us.
8 cells. So I could do it like this.
Near. That's right.
Near the spring. Yeah, I forgot that word. Which
near. I knew it was a preposition at least.
Is near the spring.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, whoa.
Okay.
All right, number 4. Let me zoom in. Natan ha Kohen, Eitz ha Sefer el al rather ha Shulkan.
Okay. I'm not nitpicking, but when you say your T, this is a TH sound. All right.
Eighth.
You've been saying it like an eights, like a TS sound. It's a TH sound. And
Okay,
and
so
this is actually F. Okay.
F.
Yeah.
Okay. So he gave the priest the book.
What's the subject?
The subject is, I think, because we got, oh, right, H denotes a direct object. So it must be Hashulkan.
No. Start at the very beginning. If you're assuming VSO order, okay?
Okay.
So V is Natan.
He gave the priest. Natan.
Why are you not translating as the priest gave?
Oh. Right. Right. The priest gave.
Because see, there's no direct object marker here.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the priest, and it has the article, right? So that can help you.
Yeah.
The priest gave.
The priest gave the table, Sefer. No, the book.
Mm-hmm.
The table?
Yeah, well, see the word, let me explain. The word Natan can be to gave, to take or even to place.
Oh, the priest gave the book, placed the book.
Yeah, let's try placed. The book on the table.
That feels a lot better.
The priest put the book on the table. Yeah, to give, to put. So we'll go with put. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So ha tana ha
No.
isha.
This is not a ha.
No, you're right. Natan, natana.
Mm-hmm.
Ha isha sefer la nabait. So
How did you translate this? Or, I mean, how did you say it?
I said la nabait, but it should just be lunbait.
I think my assumption, all right, this is my assumption that this is a preposition. So
Yeah.
I'm going to pronounce the preposition by itself. So it'd be le navi.
Okay. Le nabait. Le nabait.
Le navi.
Okay. Oh, le navi.
Yeah, this is a I'm assuming that this is a Hirik Yod here.
Okay. Oh, I misread it. Yeah, le navi.
All right, so translate.
The man.
Nope.
No, the woman gave the book. I don't know this last word.
To a prophet or the prophet. We don't know because there's no vowel pointing. We're just going to say to a prophet.
Okay, so that's a strange form of prophet.
No, Navi is the word prophet. It's not strange.
Oh, yeah. Navi.
It's just got the preposition attached. So when you see a lamed in front of something, it's good to think, okay, if I subtract this lamed, do I have a word that I know from my vocabulary? And if so, then this is probably a preposition.
Gotcha. So Amar ha-ish, and then Asher al ha-derek la Amar ani ha-melek. So Amor, that's he said, right? Or am I confusing that with something else? But
yes.
Ed, the man said,
but you have something else going on here. Okay. You're right about the verb, right? But you see how you got this relative pronoun?
Yeah.
So think of it almost like, in Greek when you have the genitive after the nominative. So this is modifying all that. So the man who
said.
No, you got to translate this whole relative clause. The man who
Asher who
is on the road.
Okay.
Said, right?
Yeah.
And then saying,
saying, am the king.
Yes, I am the king.
Okay.
Now let me see how I translated that when I first got this book. Whoa, what happened there? Give me a second. Can you see my screen still? Hello?
No, I cannot see it.
All right, sorry about that.
What's going on?
All right, now let me check and see how. Well, the way that I had it, and I'm not saying it's right, but no, I don't think I had it right. When I first did it, when I first got this book, I was going through it real fast, and I translated it. He spoke to the man, which was on the road, but I don't think that's right. I think that this is not the direct object marker, and so it would be the man spoke, which was on the road, and what he was saying was, "I am the king."
Okay, that's very awkwardly phrased. But okay, gotcha. So
Well, if you look at this, the man spoke. Okay, let me correct this first. All right, so the man spoke, right? And then let's put all of this, which, but it's not which, it's was, because it's a
who was?
Yeah, who. The man spoke who was on the road. So this is modifying the man, okay? And then you have that redundance with that participle again saying, "I am the king." So if we come back up here, I think it will go into that. Let me just give me a second. Let me see if I can find it real fast. Okay, you see this right here?
Yeah.
Laymore introduces a direct quotation, and it's best translated by the punctuation sequence, comma, quote. So really, instead of saying the word saying, you could actually put quotation marks where you see it. Traditionally, Laymore is translated saying followed by a comma quote. So you would, but that's what we'll do. Laymore does not mean to say, because that's an infinitive. Ask your professor what they prefer. So all we're doing is we're recognizing that when we see that, it's introducing direct speech. The man who was on the road said, right?
I am the king.
Or spoke, and he spoke saying, "I am the king." So it's a way to introduce quotes, all right?
Okay, gotcha.
Direct discourse, I think it is. All right. Next.
Okay. Let me see. Let me zoom in. Halech Avaram, and then Maha Ayer, air, Al Hal Ayin. So Halak. So Abraham walked
or went
from the city to the spring.
Good. All right. Next.
Ba Lifeni.
No, it's Badlifne, because this is a herik. This is a short vowel. So that means this Shava is silent. So Lifne.
Lifne ha melech. So the king went to no. Well, the king is the subject, right?
Well, it's so far away though. All right. You got to remember this is not Greek. So typically things are not going to be so far away.
Okay.
That's just a general rule to guide you right now. I'm not saying it's not going to break down somewhere, but so, and also think of it like this. This is a preposition, right? Before. So that means that this is a prepositional phrase.
Okay.
And so the prepositional phrase is probably going to be preceded by a verb.
Like he went.
He came before.
Right, king. Before the king.
Yeah. You see how that works?
Yeah. How's that word pronounced? Funny?
This
Before.
one?
Yeah.
It's
Just
lif, nay.
Oh, fne. So how's the base pronounced? Oh,
You
that's
don't
not
do
the
you don't
base.
do that. You treat it as one thing. I mean,
Okay.
panay is in there for face. I think it means to the face, but
Okay.
you
So the whole
translate it
word
as
is
before.
Lifne is the whole word. Gotcha.
Yeah. And I can't remember exactly if I'm saying that form right, but I know it means before. So he came before the king. He's presenting himself,
Okay.
in other words.
Gotcha.
All right. Now, just like see how these are getting longer.
Yeah.
So just like we do with Greek, we're gonna have to break things down. You see this right here?
Yep.
That's gonna help us break things down a lot easier.
Okay. So let me zoom in. So
if hold on, let's see if this thing will let me. I'll have to put the translation down here.
Okay.
But understand you're translating this one. You're not translating this one. Okay. Go ahead.
So ba ha isha.
Okay. All right. It's ba-ah or bo-ah.
Okay. Ba-ah ha isha. Lifen. Lifain.
Lifne.
Lifne. Okay. And then ha navi. Right.
Yes.
So the woman, she came before the prophet.
Okay.
And then we got
Now remember, these two are together. Okay.
Yeah.
So the same woman is your subject.
Okay. So the woman, she came before the prophet. Amrah.
She. What is it? Amar.
Oh, this is a form of she said.
Or spoke, yeah.
She spoke. L'amour, saying.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to introduce our quotes.
Yeah. I am Ani. Ha.
The
Isha.
woman. Oh.
Yeah, the woman.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still reading. Asher. Moan. Ha. Ear. So
okay.
she said,
This is not moan. This is men.
Men. Okay.
Men.
Means men. So I am the woman who mean.
So we're going to add a verb who
is from the city.
Yes. Good. All right. Number 10.
Number 10. Let me zoom in. Ba ha Ived El ha Ish. Right. Asher Ba Bite. So the slave came to the man who was in the house.
Okay.
Natan, Sefer, Lamish. So, he gave the book to the man.
Gave a book.
A book, right.
To a man or the man. We'll just say the man. Good. They tried tricking you there. But you passed.
All right. So Natan, Avaram.
Natan Avram.
Yeah, Avram, right. Avram, not Avaram. Avram. Eth Ha Safer Asher Takat Ha Shulkan Lakan.
No, La Kohen.
La Kohen. Okay. So Abram gave the book to the priest. No, to
Gave the book.
priest.
What is Asher?
Who?
No, but we're talking about a thing, so it's which.
Which was under the table to the priest.
So this is like parenthetical. See?
Yeah.
Gave the book and then to the priest. Good.
Amar Ha Kohen. Wait, I lost track of it. There it is. Amar Ha. Wait, no, wrong one. There we go. Amar Ha Kohen. Davar La Eved. So he said, I guess we got to insert two.
No, you got to think that, and I know this seems weird, but don't assume that the subject is embedded in the verb. Remember, when you're dealing Greek, you're looking for the nominative. You identify the verb, then you look for the nominative. So do the same thing in the Hebrew.
Okay, so the nominative is Kohen, Ha Kohen.
Okay. Yes. So translate it.
The priest said the word to the slave.
So it's a word. No definite article. To the okay. All right.
Amra. Amra. Ha Isha. El Ever. And then
Eved. This is a Daleth. This is not a resh.
Eved. Yeah, Eved. And then we got more. Amta. Then hold on. Hold on. Kemelech.
Mm-hmm.
Kemelech. So from the top, so the woman, she said, saying, the woman spoke saying.
You're jumping too much. You follow the order, okay? Go in the order of what we have. The woman spoke. You got that, right? Then you have a direct object. The woman spoke to
the slave.
the slave. I'm telling you, servant is better, but okay. Slave
Okay, no, that's fine.
saying,
I'm just used to saying. Taka. I think that's. Oh no, ata. Ata.
yeah, it's the
I don't think I
pronoun
know
you.
ata.
You.
Oh, you.
Then we're gonna add the verb in there.
Are like a king. Okay, so servant for Hebrew. Gotcha.
Well, it's serving for Greek also.
Oh, I guess, yeah, that's just a personal preference thing for the individual.
Well, it deals with context, because when Paul says that he's a slave, it's true that he's writing to the Roman Empire, who are of Rome. Half of them are slaves, but he's also using the title that was used for Moses, that was used for the Messiah, that was used for the nation of Israel. So he's
Gotcha.
a bond servant. You know, that idea there. He's in service to God. It was not a demeaning title. It was a title of honor. You know, that you're in service. You're serving the Lord. You know, that type of language. Now,
Gotcha.
A slave doesn't have choice, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I see. That was
And you know, some people would say, well, you don't have a choice. You have to serve God. Well, we make a choice moment by moment whether we serve God or not.
Yeah, that's my school of thought on it.
Yeah. So your theology will affect how you interpret certain words. And so when you use the word slave, it has certain connotations. If
Yeah.
if you look
I'd
at
probably want to look at it in other
well,
languages.
there's a
Other
discussion.
usages.
There's a discussion if you look at the Net Bible. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick. In the notes. And this is the Net one. There's another Net Bible now, but it's online. But let me just, we'll get there fast.
Okay.
Sorry, it's a little slow uploading.
That's okay. Yeah, I can use servant. Like I said, I'm just used to.
Yeah, I know, but you're learning the original languages for a reason, and so I want you to be aware of the argument. Okay.
Gotcha.
But I spell servant right. And then let's go to the beginning. Let me just, if I go to Romans, it should take me right there.
Okay.
All right. Traditionally, servant, though doulos is normally translated servant, the word does not bear the connotation of a free individual serving another. All right. Bedag notes that servant for slave is largely confined to biblical translation. So translating servant for slave, in early American times, the normal usage at the present time, the two words are carefully distinguished. And so, because, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. There's a difference because of America's history, you know, we make a distinction between a servant and a slave. The most accurate translation is bond servant, all right?
Okay.
That it often indicates one who sells himself into slavery to another. Because whenever you read in Deuteronomy, the person gets his ear pierced and all of that after serving for a while. Few understand it's
like
forced.
An indentured servant.
In a way, yeah. Undoubtedly, the background for the concept of being the Lord's slave or servant is to be found in the Old Testament scriptures. For some who was Jewish, the concept did not connote drudgery, but honor and privilege. It is used in national Israel at times, but was especially associated with famous Old Testament personalities, including great men as Moses, David, and Elijah, and all these men were servants or slaves of the Lord. So
Gotcha.
The word slave comes with connotations, you know. And I understand what you're doing, but I want you to be aware of it because somebody told you that you always translated as slave. But if you do that, there's a couple issues involved there. Is the Old Testament context indicates one who is in service to the Lord or in service to another sold himself into, slavery. So there's those issues involved. There's too much to go into in this video, but I just want you to be aware of it,
We could make a video on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that important. I just want I prefer servant because there's a whole theology associated with slave.
Okay, that's Calvinism, I take it.
Well, a variation of it, and I have no problem if you're a slave for service, but some associate that with their soteriology, with salvation. And so for me, I want to translate it like the servant because if we go to the Old Testament, let's see, Isaiah. I am not spelling anything right. If you just start, oh, sorry, I'm not even in a Bible. So yeah, it is a matter of preference, but the words that we choose, they carry weight, and sometimes they have unintended meanings, but
it's probably a good choice to mix it up then. Like if you're talking about Christ or God, or which are both.
Even as my servant, listen to this, and the Lord said, even as my servant Isaiah has gone naked and barefoot 3 years as a sign and token against Egypt and Cush, so the kings of Assyria will lead away the captives of Egypt and the exiles of Cush. So right here, it's translated as servant, right?
Yeah.
You say, even as my slave Isaiah, right? But when you go back in, when you go into Isaiah chapter 6, when Isaiah is called to be a servant, right?
Yeah.
Let's see right here. And he said, woe me, I'm a man of unclean lips. And then he said, he's touched your lips and taken away. Then I heard the voice of the Lord. So whom shall I send? And who will go for us? I then said, here I am, send me. So this is Hinene, and it basically means at your service. So he answers the call. Isaiah answers the call. And it says, go and tell my people. When you go to Jeremiah, is my spelling that bad? Yes, it is. When you go to Jeremiah and you read about his call, right?
Yeah.
It says, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. And before you were born, I consecrated you. I've appointed you as a prophet to the nation. So you do have the idea of the predestination,
Yeah.
Then I said, alas, Lord God. So this is his free will involved. Behold, I do not know how to speak because I'm a youth. And he said, don't say to me, I'm a youth. And then the Lord touches him, cleanses his mouth, very similar to Isaiah and things like that. So there's a whole, and you go back to Moses and his call and all of that, and a person's will is involved in it. You answer the call to service. I mean, it's not a, even Paul on the road to Damascus was an answer to call, a service. Now, predestination may be true, but the word service is not, it's not saying that it's not the same thing as saying, oh, you've been predestined. Service means you're willing to serve. Even the word slave, that relates to redemption and salvation. And see, that's where it can get confusing, you know, it's because you start blurring the lines between salvation and service, and then you're no different than the Muslim, because the Muslims love to use the term slave of Allah, you know, those types of things like that. And it just doesn't reflect the whole theology of the Bible. So yeah, it should be used carefully.
Okay.
Let's see how many more we have left. Okay, I think we can finish these. Sorry, this is going to be a long video, guys. If you're worn out, take a break and come back. We're going to keep rolling. Because I have assignments I got to do, and it's going to become a hectic week. So anyway, go ahead. 14.
So halak al ha derek. Yeah, derek. Hold on, let me zoom in. And then we got lifane.
Lifnei.
Lifnei. Yeah, Lifnei. Ha melek. So no, that makes no sense. He walked
or went
the road
right
before the king.
That might mean in front of the king or something like that. But you did good here, because you said, okay, here's a preposition, so my subject must be embedded in the verb. So your rationale was right. Okay, go ahead. 15.
Hold on. Amra. And then Lamor. Ata. Amelek. So Amra is he spoke.
She spoke.
She spoke, saying.
Right.
I think Ata is you are the king.
Good.
And then we got Alak. Hold on. There it is. Alak Ha Eved Main Ha Ain. So he walked. No. Yeah, he walked.
Find your nominative.
Our nominative is Ha Eved.
Okay. Then how do you translate it?
The slave walks.
The slave went
Servant.
or
Sorry,
walked.
servant.
It's okay. It's all right.
It's supposed to come at this point. Mean from the spring.
Yep. Good.
Shalak. Ha melek. Eth rather. Ha ish el ha ear. So the king Shalak.
You know what Shalak is?
Shalak. I don't think I do.
It's sent.
Sent. That's right. Sent. The king sent the man to the city.
The king sent the man to the city. Good.
And Amor Ha Kohen. Hold on. Where is it?
Go ahead now.
Okay. Amor Ha Kohen La Evet not Leved Lamor Ata Kenavi.
Okay.
So the priest said to the slave before
The priest spoke to the slave, saying,
right, you are like a prophet.
okay. Two more.
And then Ha Ain, and then
Whoa, sorry about that.
where is it? Oh, I can't. Okay. So Ha Ain Etzel Ha Derek Ish. No, Asher Lefne,
Mm-hmm.
and then Ha Ear. So Ha, so this so the spring near the road, which I guess is before the city. Someone's giving directions.
Okay. The spring. This is tricky.
Yep.
The spring near the road, which
Is before the city.
Okay, so this is weird, but this one, I guess, is like parenthetical.
Road. Oh, not word. Road.
Sorry.
Yeah, now it makes a little more sense.
The spring near the road is before the city, but I'm just showing how the prepositional phrase is parenthetical. The spring is before the city or in front of the city.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Ba Ha Eved Lefne Ha Melech. Let's start there. The servant came before the king.
Okay.
Amar Ha Eved, and then Lemor Anoki Navi. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So the servant said,
Okay.
saying, I am a prophet.
Very good. All right. So what'd you think?
I think we did all right.
Yeah, I agree. Cool. All right. Well, I'll send you your next assignment and we'll go from there.
All right.
If y'all been blessed by this, like, subscribe, hit the bell if you want notifications. Keep this ministry in prayer. Keep my grandmother in prayer as well. She just had hip surgery after breaking her hip and fracturing her pelvis. But thank y'all very much, and thanks Ryan for participating in your diligence in this. God bless.
Absolutely. Of us.